Hello, gorgeous. So as promised, we're going to go ahead and start. And instead of starting with the first cusp portal energy, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next one that's going to be coming our way. That's going to be Taurus entering into Gemini, but that portal energy, which in Vedic astrology, it is in June 15th that Taurus will be moving into Gemini. And in Western astrology, that already occurred. It happened May 20th. Okay, and then so just as a heads up, there is lunar astrology as well. I don't follow the dates for those, but that's for those two. So June 15th and also June 20th, Gemini moves into Cancer. So we'll talk about that in another video. But let's go ahead and talk about this for Vedic astrology. So this portal would be bringing you an ability to be able to communicate with so many people in a one single go. If you wanted to plan a ritual around that, pay attention to the moon sign and where the moon is at, because the moon and Jupiter, do govern a lot of our magic. So there's Venus, things like that. But what's going to be happening on a massive scale, or like what Pluto is going to be trying to show us and things like that, like that's what matters. I mean, all the planets with all of the things that the planets want to teach us is important, but right now we do have to pay attention to some transits, some planets a little bit more, some lordships a little bit more than other lordships, or how they interact with each other. Okay, but how it is going to affect this portal is, since Gemini is going to be attached, it is mutable energy and it's also fixed energy, if that makes sense, blending together, but it's also two complementary elements that do heal each other. So because we have earth and wind, okay, so that's like a second thing. Okay, so it would be speeding up, you would be able to accomplish a couple of material, success, or some sort of reprieve, or some sort of chaos, or some sort of lucrative opportunity here that would be able to kind of give you some leg up in your stability, in your material asset, or in your wealth of some sort. But this would result in some sort of embodiment. So you could do a mixture of a dance, you could do a mixture of you could do a mixture of talking, you could do a mixture of wanting to be outside. People that are born under this transit are going to be at odds with themselves, be very bold and take a lot of risk, also learn to develop how to defend themselves. Okay, they could have blinders on. That's the only downside or the bad part of that. It does depend on what your rising sign is, but having blinders and ending up in the wrong crowd is very susceptible with this portal person. Okay, be careful or be mindful of becoming the bully, but because of maybe going through some tensionous areas in your life where maybe you were bullied or something did occur. Trigger warning on that one. But overall, you will have a powerful voice, you will have a lot of influence, you will have a lot of access, you'll be able to transmute your situation. If you are going through poverty, the rising sign does matter a lot, but like just in this day alone, you would be able to kind of take care of things like that. Or like you could call up a random promotion on this day, you could also network on this day, or let people know about like a business or start a business on this day.